Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another Frozen review for you, and this is a huge haul of Frozen books that I've gotten over the past few months. If you've sticked with me through the Frozen Friday videos that I used to do quite frequently, you've probably seen some of these Frozen books before. But these ones are all new that I've never shown, so if you haven't seen some of my past Frozen Friday videos, check those out to see some other books that are out for Frozen. These ones are all new for me. I wanted to show them to you. That way you can kind of see which ones are out there. And if you're a Frozen lover like me, you might actually find one of these books interesting enough to go buy. Some of these I've gotten from Amazon. Other ones I've gotten from the bookstore like Books A Million. Walmart also has a decent selection of Frozen books. So you can probably find these nearly everywhere, I think. But I wanted to show them to you so then I can put them on my bookshelf finally and make room in my collection room. So let's go ahead and get started. This one is the Frozen Fun Book, and this one is a compiled book of puzzles and comics and just a bunch of different things. It even has the comic series in here. Like here's the comic book right here. This is some character bios. There's the whole roster of what's in here. And that's more of the comic there. Here's some puzzles. There's some of the comics that shows up in the Frozen magazine. Actually, I think there's a few in here that's never been released in the magazine as well. There's a Cine story of Frozen Fever, and there's a Cine story of just basically Frozen. So this is actually an amazing book to have, especially if you like just having a whole series of different stories for Frozen in the palm of your hand to take with you when you go on like vacation or something. I think this would be a really great collector's piece for any Frozen fan. So I would definitely look out for this book and get it for your collection. I do absolutely love this one a lot. So there's the Frozen Fun Book. This is another one of the Elsa and Anna Sisterhood is the Strongest Magic book. This is the latest one, The Secret Admirer. This has been out for a couple of months. The next one comes out, I think, July or August. And this one I actually haven't gotten around to reading yet. But it's basically the story of Elsa getting a present from a secret admirer. And she has to figure out who it is. And I won't spoil it for you. I already know who it is because I've actually went through and read that one really quick, but I haven't finished it. So, and here's all the other ones in the series. I have all of these ones as well, but these are really nice. Sometimes they come out with a whole book full of like the whole different volumes. Like you can get 1 through 3 in one book collection. Or I think the last one I saw was 1 through 6 you could get in a book collection. So this one's number 7, and I would definitely look out for these because these ones are original stories done by this Erica David, and she is really talented with bringing more of the story to life, and I think you would really enjoy it. So if you're really into Frozen, this is definitely a book series to pick up. Oh, and before I forget, there are little pictures in the book as well. Flip through. There's one. So there are pictures in here. It's more of a novel, but there are pictures, so. And this one is really good. This one is A Year with Elsa and Anna and Olaf too. This is based on a journal type book that, like, if you're a visitor of Arendelle and you wanted to keep track of what you see while you're there visiting, that's pretty much what this is. This has all kinds of little short stories in the perspective of somebody that would go to Arendelle to visit. And there's little notes, there's all kinds of books, there's there's like just all kinds of different things, and it's meant to look like you actually visited there. And there's recipes and just all kinds of little awesome little things to make you feel like you've visited there for a while. And this is a whole year perspective. So there's actually a lot in here worth checking out if you guys are into expanding your Frozen universe a little bit. So this one's definitely pretty awesome to pick up. I don't want to show you too much of these books to spoil it for you if you want to get them. Now here is the Frozen Reindeers Are Better Than People book. This is a children's book, obviously, for really young children, but I thought this was so cute because the art inside is really nice. And they do have these posable antlers on the top here that you can mess with. And when you open it up, you can kind of see that the characters go along with the antlers that are up top of the book. So it's really cute. And the art in there is unique. You've never seen probably that kind of art before other than in this book. So I think it's really cute to get. And then I have this one. This one is Disney Frozen Loving Sisters pop-up. And there does have other things other than pop-ups in here. But the pop-ups is the part that I really love because I am just a huge fan of pop-up books. Okay, yeah, this is all pop-ups. It's the next book I was thinking of. It doesn't have just pop-ups, but yeah, this one is really nice. Lots of cute pop-ups. I would love to have a bigger book of Frozen pop-ups, and I heard that later this year they are coming out with a huge pop-up book. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of The Princess Magical Pop-Up World by Matthew Reinhardt. He's coming out with a Frozen one of this, and I already have it pre-ordered. I'm so excited. I cannot wait for that to come out because his pop-up books are immaculate and they're just well designed and amazing. So if you're into pop-up books, that would be a one to pick up for sure because I am excited for it myself. But that's a pop-up book. And then we have this one. This is Anna, and Anna Loves Elsa. And this one's by Jennifer Lee, I do believe. Brittany Lee, yeah. Brittany Lee, not Jennifer Lee. She's the other Lee. But this is another really pretty book of art, and this one is a children's book as well. It has little pop-up flaps you can pull up. There's like little pull-outs, like this one here you can make on a swing back and forth, which is cute. And then this one here, okay, this one changes. And she eats all the chocolate. So this one's a really cute one as well. If you like children's books that have some kind of mechanism in there that they do things. And see, there's the pop-up at the end. So yeah, this one's a really cute one as well. I really love the art in that one. Now these are little journal notebooks that my friend Lisa sent to me for Christmas this past year. And these are just little notebooks, and then it has Elsa on the pages, which is really nice. And then this one here is a really nice one of Elsa as well. And then Elsa and Anna on the back, and then it has Elsa and Anna on all the pages. So those ones are really nice. This is the Frozen novel, and this one a lot of Frozen fans already know about. But if you do not know about it, this is a whole novel book based on Anna and Han's perspective in the film. So this is all from their perspective of the story, and it's actually quite nice. It's a really nicely bound novel of the story, and if you want to expand your knowledge of Frozen, I think it's definitely worth getting. There's no pictures in this. This is strictly, I feel, a young reader, adult type book, and I think it's worth picking up and checking out. If you're into knowing a little bit more about the story and someone else's perspective in the character lineup. So I think it's really, really awesome. Definitely worth checking out, and it is by Disney Press. And you can get that pretty much anywhere. I got mine at Target because they had it on discount at the time. This is the Frozen Fever read-along storybook and CD. And this one came out shortly before the short came out. And so I didn't get mine until after I'd seen it because I didn't want to spoil it for myself. This has all original art from the storybook designers for Disney. So the art is very much like what you've probably seen before. There is one scene in the short that's that does not appear in this book, which is kind of sad, but I realize we can't show everything that is in the short in a storybook. But it's definitely one of my favorite scenes in the short, so. And next we have the Enchanted Guide, and this one is a really nice bound story. As you can see, it has lenticular on the cover. And this is by DK. They've made a lot of little reference books for Frozen. The pages are really nice. It has bonus information for Frozen in here. It has breakdowns of the short story. It has character quotes. There's just all kinds of little like tidbits to break down the movie and the short with you. So then you can just analyze the characters and the story a little bit more than just watching the film. So it's really, really nice. I really like this book. Definitely a good book for Frozen collectors. And here is another children's book. This is Olaf Welcome Spring, and this is a touch and feel book. So there's little things in here you can touch and feel. And the art in here is original as well. Here's a little ducky you can touch. But duckies aren't really this furry. They have they have fuzz, but not that much. And then there's a lamb. But I really like the art in here. I think the art's really cute. It's definitely a little untraditional. There's some grass. And there's a bunny. Now a bunny does feel more fluffy than a duck. And there's the last page. So lots of cute little pictures in this that I think anybody would like. And it's definitely a children's book, so. So next we have Welcome Spring, and this is a sticker book, but it does have a basic story in it. This is an original story based after Frozen Fever. So if you want to expand the world of Frozen after Frozen Fever, this is definitely a story to get. And I won't ruin it too much, but the art's from the storybook animators or illustrators from Disney, and there are stickers from Frozen Fever in the back and in the front. Actually, these are pencil pals, yeah. They're pencil toppers. Those aren't stickers. There's the stickers. So yeah, it's a cute book. And then I have a couple, I think this is another sticker book. Another store I go to is Costco, and sometimes they'll have some interesting books that I've never seen before. This is a sticker scenes book. Okay. So there's scenes in here that you can put stickers on. Here's some of the stickers. Stickers. It's a pretty cheap book. There's not really too much to see in here. There is the story that you can put stickers in. This is the original story of Frozen. Oh yeah, that's what this book is. I haven't looked at this book for a while, so. But yeah, this is the complete story of Frozen, and you can put stickers where they need to be to complete the story scenes. So yeah, that's what that is. Next we have another coloring book. This one's one of the newer coloring books. I have a lot of the older ones already. And yeah, just your basic coloring book. There are some newer stuff in here, like the Frozen Fever scenes. There's also scenes from the storybooks in here that you can color now. There's tons of those in here. And then of course at the front there is the original story of Frozen that you can color, just like always. And there are little activities in here as well. And a sticker sheet. So that's a nice sticker book / coloring book. And here's another new coloring book as well. And this one of course has sparkly stickers in it. This is, I think, just basically the story of Frozen, and then it has activities in between like the other one. And then here's the sticker sheet. It's really nice and shimmery. Now this one here is Elsa and Anna's Guide to Arendelle, and when I found this one, I thought it was amazing. It's kind of like a scrapbook in a way, but a completed scrapbook. And it does have, like, has some character pieces in it, I think, that you can punch out, like punch out scenes, see, in it. And then the book itself is basically set up to be like if you were living in Arendelle and wanted to keep track of what happens there. Kind of like A Year with Elsa and Anna. It's kind of like that book, but way more detailed. This book was actually really expensive, kind of. I think, let's see, yeah, $25, so it's kind of expensive, but for what's in here, it's really amazing. There's all kinds of activities to do in here. There's stickers, and it's just like, look at this. It's like an invitation to the coronation. And then it has dancing music sheet. It's all kinds of little things to mess with in this book. And I just thought it was really nicely done. And if you're into activity books like this is definitely for more of a younger adult crowd, I'd say, than little children. So if you're into Frozen, I think this was definitely another one to pick up. See, this is what the Punch-Out characters are, and there's a scene in it as well. You can decorate with that. But yeah, this one is really cool. It does have coronation recipes in here. A coupon for Wandering Oakens, that's funny. So yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in here, so definitely another awesome one to pick up. Now this one I found on clearance at the bookstore. I actually had this one on my book wish list, and I hadn't seen it anywhere other than Amazon. So when I saw it on clearance, I was like, that's even a better score than I was trying to get. But these are the puzzle books, and each page has a puzzle on them. And I really like puzzles. I don't plan to actually use this. This is kindergarten level. But I like the scenes in it, and I wanted to add it to my collection of books, because why not? But yeah, it's your basic book, and it does have the stories of the characters, or kind of like a miniature bio in a way, on the side next to each page. But it's a cute book, and the cover is kind of plushy. This one here is the newest storybook for Frozen, story of Anna and Elsa, and it's basically an updated re-release of the original story. You can personalize it there, and it does have the art in here from the very original story of Frozen, and it's just a more lengthy, broken down story of the movie. But the art in these are always really nice. And this came out for the new line of Disney Princess products, for their new Disney Princess line of books and dolls and stuff. So I would definitely get this one. I got this one at Target, but I know you can get this on Amazon now too. So it's definitely a nice book. This one I found at Walmart. I actually saw this one online somewhere, and I didn't know where to buy it. It was really expensive on Amazon. They might have changed it by now and actually have it available for a decent price, but this is basically a sticker pad with tons of stickers on it. And if you like Frozen stickers, there's definitely enough in here to keep you busy for a while. A lot of these are original stickers as well, and they do have some letter stickers in here. And then these are all the pads you can decorate. It's not as big as the sticker pad by the same company that I have for Disney Princess, but it's a all Frozen one, so I can understand it not being quite as big as one made for many more characters than this. So, but it's a decent character pad. And then we have the sing-along story. This one's an original one that came out a long time ago. And this one's a sing-along storybook, which basically means you get a CD with the songs on it. There's lyric pages in the back, breaks down the songs. See right here. And then it has the complete story of Frozen. So it's just like the other one I showed you just recently, and many others that's already came out, but this is a more detailed one, and then it has the song feature in it, which is really nice. So another great book. And then we have this drawing book. My friend Katie, who also has a YouTube, she does a lot of Frozen stuff, so I'll put her information in the description so you can go follow her on YouTube. But this is the Learn to Draw book, and I've had this on my wish list for a while. This tells you how to draw every one of the characters, so it's actually quite nice. do a pretty good job breaking them down. So you want to be a little bit more of an artist. And then of course it does have the story of Frozen in here too, in case you have not seen it or heard about it, which it's highly unlikely. Then we have the More Magical Moments. This is a poster book. There are tons of posters. I missed the first one of these that came out because this is actually really expensive. Yeah, this was $13. And there was a one before that came out, but this one has the Frozen Fever posters in it. So I was like, well, I'm gonna get one. I might as well get this one because it has bonus ones more than the original one had, so. But yeah, there are giant posters in here, which is what this is, and then smaller pages of art. So, it's definitely a cool thing to get, especially if you want to decorate your entire room with Frozen. You could do this all with this one book. This is all that you need, because look at all the giant posters in the center. There's tons of them in here, so 9 supersized posters in that. I also have 2 of the latest releases of the, well, I think there's 3 here, yeah. This is 3 of the Frozen magazine, and you can get a subscription with Redan here to get a full series of these if you wanted to. Of course, they're into number 8 right now, but there might be a way on there to get back issues. I'm not quite sure though. I didn't see it when I looked last time. But this is number 6, and we have number 7 here. And this is the latest one, number 8. And these come out every 2 months, so we'll get another one here soon for July and August. But these are really nice. They do have comics in here and activities that you can do. I mainly get this for the art and the comics because the comics are original. The puzzles are pretty simple because they're kindergarten level, but they are really nice. These are really nice magazines for sure. And there are puzzles in here and look and finds. And then in the center of each one there is a pull-out poster. So they are pretty nice little magazines if you want to collect those. And here is something that I should have got at the beginning of my collection, but this is the Art of Frozen book. Technically, I'm glad that I waited though, because this went down in price a lot on Amazon. So I picked this up on Amazon and it saved me a lot of money. This is a $40 book to put you in perspective. But books are expensive, so what can I say? But this is pretty much the entire breakdown. I don't want to thumb through it too much, but entire breakdown of how Frozen was created by Disney. And if you are a Frozen fan and you want to get serious into collecting, you've got to get this book, because that is pretty much the history of Frozen right here. So if you want to learn a bit more about how the story was created, you can't miss out on this book at all. So it's a pretty epic story, so definitely pick this one up for sure. And I only got a few more here, guys, but this is the Art Therapy book. This is only one of, I think, 2. A new one is coming out very soon, so this one is 100 images to inspire creativity and relaxation. And I don't really get too relaxed when I color. They make it sound like you're really laying back and getting some comfort, but this is a really nice book with some amazing illustrations in there to color, and they're all Frozen, as you can tell. Some are just lightly inspired by Frozen, I think, but other ones are definitely Frozen. But definitely a cool book, something to actually enjoy if you're a colorer. And then I have this First Look and Find book. And I have another, I don't know why they call this the First Look and Find. Maybe it's your child's first look and find is what, in case you pick up just this one. But this is definitely the second one that I have. There's definitely a first one that came out. The cover is kind of shimmery and it's kind of got that plush cover to it as well. And It's just your basic look and find. You have the characters you have to find on the side here, and then you have the picture to start looking for them. And this is a board book as well. But the illustrations are all based on the storybooks that came out up to this point. So it's not really based on the short or the movie as much as it is the storybooks of the past. So, and then in the very back, if you get bored, you can have some more stuff to look for, as you can see right here. So it's a pretty nice book. And then I have, because in case you guys have been following me video to video, you've noticed that I did go to Disney on Ice not too long ago, and this was the book that I got from Disney on Ice. This is the 100 Years of Magic. I would have loved to have seen just the Frozen on Ice, but they never came quite close enough to my area, at least not recently that I've noticed, so maybe if they do some more touring, I might try to go again. But this is basically the entire cast for some of the past Disney on Ices. And it was actually quite nice. I was kind of glad that I got to see this one. They had a giant Frozen part in there, so I really wasn't missing out too bad. I love the costumes. I love the stage performance. I thought this was amazing to see. And all the other princesses were nice to see as well in this. So there was a nice Beauty and the Beast segment in there, and I'm a Beauty and the Beast fan as well. So that was really, really nice. I enjoyed that a lot. And then I got the coloring book that came with the book, and it's just a basic coloring book and activity book with a lot of Disney characters in it, as you can see. And there's definitely Frozen in here somewhere. But lots of, oh, there's some information. There was our tickets. I was keeping all that because that's the first time I'd ever been to Disney on Ice, so it was amazing. And then I have the sticker book Treasury, and I got this at Costco. I've never seen this anywhere else, but you can probably get it on Amazon, I imagine. Lots of activities in here. There are all kinds of scenes, and you use the scenes to put the stickers on. And there's some of the stickers. Every so often there will be some sticker sheets. I don't want to use any of these. I just like them for what they are, and they're quite nice. But yeah, lots of stickers in this one as well, but they're basically in there for the sticker scenes. And last but not least, we have this. And I can't really show you too much about it because I don't think that I'm going to open this. At least not anytime soon. I really have no need to open it. But this is a giant poster collection, and there's 40 removable posters in there, and they're all the size of this book, so they're pretty decent size. On the back, you can get a kind of an idea of some that are in here. I wish I'd put all of them on the back of this. It would definitely make it easier for me. But I didn't really want to open this because the pages are going to be very thin, and I don't want to crinkle them or destroy them. And it is nicely saran wrapped. But that is basically the new books that I have to show with you guys. Lots and lots of books. I'm sorry this is like such a long video, but I had so many to share with you. I didn't know what else to do, and I didn't want to really compile them down to 2 videos. I figured if you guys were interested enough, you'll stick with me and watch the entire video. So I appreciate it if you did. Definitely let me know if you have any questions about any of these. If you're trying to find a certain book that's here, I might be able to help you find it. But thanks again, guys, for checking out my Frozen video for this week. And I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, bye.